Hey, what's up, guys? Go back to my channel, as it's time to call me. And yeah, so it has been 3 months. Oh my god, since this self quarantine, since the Rona has entered our lives, and I can't say the actual name because I might get demonetized, I think. So I have been working on this video for 3 months. Why? Because I just been busy. I'm an essential worker, and the people that was working in the company just left. They didn't want to work during this time, so I was kind of the only one helping out the company, and I was like the only one basically, so I had to lift up all this fucking weight. So yeah, it's been shitty. I thought during this time I thought I would have more time. Turns out no, I was completely fucking wrong. And second was, every time I have free time, I just want to relax. I just want to relax. Everything was sore. All my bodies. I just want to relax. I don't want to do a fucking video. So that's why, I'm still tired. Like, I just want to finish this video. That's it. But now you're asking, what was this video all about? Well, it was about, me during the first 2 weeks of this plague when it was happening, before they called me and like, oh yeah, you need to work. During the 2 weeks, I was watching a lot of Netflix, I was tired of playing games all week, so I was like, oh yeah, Netflix. Like, Tiger King was the one that reminded me I had a Netflix account. So yeah, I watched a lot of stuffs, and then this one show sticked out so hard because it was an anime, but, it had animal characters. It was like, what? And that was called Beastars. So I saw it being featured in a Netflix app, and I remember watching the trailer for this, and I remember not caring for it. I was like, all right, this looks like this looks like furry shit. So I assumed like this show was just gonna be for them. It's kind of like how My Little Pony, Like, I tried to watch one episode to understand why people like this shit. I tried. Yeah, I only lasted like fucking 10 seconds, and I was already annoyed and want to put a bullet in my fucking brains. So yeah, I just viewed it as a show that is not meant for me and is meant for an audience that will like it. Probably not going to get it, so I'll just pass it. So after passing it, my YouTube recommendation out of nowhere just exploded with Beastars reviews saying, oh my god, this show is actually good, or I was not expecting to love this show, or guys, I think I'm a furry. So yeah, a lot of people were just like me and was not expecting to hear this much praise for a show we thought was going to be bad. So that caught my interest. The YouTube videos caught my interest. What really made me want to watch the show was the OP. The OP is a work of fucking art. Like, oh my fucking god, this is so beautiful. It should be shown in museums. The music in that shit was amazing. Like, that's the same type of music what JoJo OPs would use. And this is as good as JoJo OPs. And the stop animation was perfect. So I said, fuck it, let's watch a show. So I did. I went to Netflix and watched the entire season of Beastars. And I gotta be honest, I think I'm a furry. No, I'm just kidding. But the show, I was not expecting this show to be this good. So in this video, I don't really want to call it a review or impressions video. It's more like I just want to talk about it and what I like about this show so much. Oh yeah, there's gonna be some spoilers. Well, that was a fucking lie, because I ended up spoiling everything about this show. So please watch the show before watching this video. So what is this show all about? So this is a show about a world where every character is anthropomorphic, like a animal/human. It's basically Zootopia, just like that. And it's taking place in a school where a murder happened. The three characters, Legoshi the wolf is the main character, and Haru the rabbit and Louie the deer are somewhat the side characters. But they're the side characters that we, focus more on. So yeah, that was like a quick synopsis, a very vague synopsis of the show. So in the trailer, it was somewhat like that, but you see like there's tension between carnivores and herbivores. People, there's a big ass hint that, oh, maybe Legoshi did it, but it's like, all right, it's shown in the trailer. That is too obvious to be telling, oh, this guy might be the killer. No, okay, all right. So with the trailer, it made it seem like this was going to be a murder mystery type of show. But when you watch the entire season, it wasn't. It was like, yeah, remember this plot about, murder that happened in the school? Yeah, forget about that. Oh, let's talk about racism and class warfare. It's like, wait, what? Where the fuck am I? It wasn't until at the last episode where they reminded you, oh yeah, murder happened in the school. And, oh my god, the murderer is talking to Legoshi. My guess why that is because they were hoping that the audiences would think, oh, the murderer is Legoshi. And then the last episode was the twist. But I think a lot of people were like me and thinking, yeah, Legoshi's not the killer. We know that, all right? You're making it too obvious that Legoshi is the killer. So if it's not a murder mystery, then what is the show all about? Well, it's about racism. It's like if there's an actual point in racism. With humans, it's like everybody's the same. There's no race that is better than any other, and there's no race that is less than any other. But in the Beastars world, everybody's different. So carnivores are the oppressed minority in this society. Because herbivores still are afraid of carnivores because they'll eat them. And carnivores still have that natural instinct to hunt down and eat a herbivore. So because of that fear, they have policies in this world that basically make it seem like, yeah, if you're a carnivore, can you just stop existing? You can't show fangs, you can't eat meat. Now, I'm not sure about this part, if this is like a legal thing or just more like a cultural thing you can't do. And that's if you're a carnivore, you can't date or have a relationship with a herbivore. So what the show is all about is a slice of life of Louis, Legoshi, and Haru's point of view on this world. And 3 of the characters do give like a different point of view, because depending on the species they are, it does make a difference on how they view the world or how the world views them. So I'll talk about the world later, but I really want to talk about these 3 characters. I think overall, all the characters in this show are great. So the 3 main characters, Haru, Legoshi, and Louis, are very interesting characters. They do give their own different perspective in the world. Example like Legoshi. Legoshi is a tall, quiet, gray wolf that doesn't eat meat. So Legoshi, him not eating meat is a big problem because, predators, their main source is meat. Now, the reason why he doesn't eat meat is because I get a sense that he's a self-hating predator/wolf. Watching the entire season, you do feel that because he doesn't really embrace who he is, a wolf/predator. He doesn't use his sniffing abilities. He slouches whenever he stands because he wants to seem less taller, and he doesn't eat meat. Now, the reason why he doesn't like being a wolf, my speculation is, the world doesn't give a shit about him. It's kind of like how black people felt back in the old days, slavery, but, once slavery is demolished, the Jim Crow law. So, stuff like that. Back in the days, black people didn't want to be black, and it was understandable. It was like the world was out to get them. So I guess that's what Legoshi is feeling like. The world is out to get him. That's why he's not embracing who he is, It's sad to see because, Legoshi, I find Legoshi very, likable and relatable because, I kind of see him as a little brother, like, what is my little brother doing, all right? I'm stalking my little brother, going through school. So when you actually see him fall in love with another person, it's like, oh my god, this is so cute. He finally found someone. But then, remember, oh wait, didn't he try to eat her? Oh, well, fuck. So yeah, I'm not sure if they explained this in the show, like why all of a sudden he turns into an animal and starts hunting. Now, my idea why this happens to Legoshi is because he doesn't eat meat. And I'm not really sure about that theory because does every carnivore around him does eat meat? Or is it only, specifically happening to some species? Or is it only happening to some, individuals? Or does everybody experience this but they eat meat? I don't know. All I know is it's affecting Haru and Legoshi's relationship with each other. It's to the point where he's not even sure if he actually loves her. Or is it just his instinct telling him, yeah, stick around and try to see if you can eat her. It's confusing, but you still think it could work. But, as you watch more episodes, you get invested with, their relationship. And that's when you start liking both of the characters. Now, at the beginning of their relationship, I got really defensive because when people find out that they were dating, it's like, you're dating a rabbit? Why aren't you dating, like, a wolf like you? Or, you're dating a rabbit? What, you trying to eat her? It's like, man, fuck you. He loves her. I kind of view them as a interracial relationship. And everybody's just being, all judgmental. And, it might not work. Interracial relationship. It's like, man, fuck all you judgmental hoes. And then the hotel scene happens. Like, maybe you guys shouldn't be dating. but look, guys, I love you both. I just don't want to see you guys get hurt. Now, since we're talking about Haru, she's a dwarf white rabbit that likes to fuck. So Haru's another interesting character because her character is straight up just a thought, you know. And I'm not saying it feels like an insult, but I'm not really trying to insult her. It's just, you know, that's a word, and you know how do you describe her? That's the word to describe. It's interesting because usually in movies and shows, being a whore is not really looked up upon, you know, especially in this country. When it comes to sex, we're very conservative. So, you know, usually in movies and shows, characters that are depicted as whores are really just disrespected, you know? Oh, that's the town whore. She could suck your dick for, I don't know, an ounce of crack. But in the show, they didn't do that. They treated the character with respect and told you why she's like this. It's like, yeah, she's a thought. Yeah, she belongs to the streets, but it doesn't make her a bad person for being one. Well, for one, she's a rabbit. So, well, they're very well known for copy and pasting. And also, since she's a dwarf rabbit, she's smaller than most rabbits, which makes her seem like she's just a small, defenseless baby. Everybody doesn't treat her like she's an adult. Everybody just straight up treats her like she's a baby. Shit like, oh, you need some help to pick that up? It's like, get the fuck out of here. So the only time she is seen equally and treated equally is during sex. And it's kind of weird because it's like, oh, she looks like a baby rabbit. Oh, goo gaga. Oh, she wants to fuck? I'll fuck a baby. She has a nice ass. Now, also with sex, she is seen as a competitor to the girls because, you know, she's fucking everybody. She's taking all the attention from the girls. So the girls see her as, oh shit, he's taking my dick. And Haru likes that competitiveness. You could tell in her, you know, face, she's all smugging when she's encountered by a jealous girlfriends or, you know, jealous just girl taking their man. Because there's no way that she can compete physically against, you know, a wolf or even, you know, a regular sized rabbit. So this is like the only avenue that she's good at, going against someone that's bigger than her. Now, with all that fucking, that is not enough to fill her deep depression. So yeah, she really got friends after doing that. You know, no wonder why. So yeah, she's just a depressing person. Almost every fucking encounter with her, she reminds you, yeah, you know, I'm small. There's a high chance I might get eaten. But when I get eaten, there's probably no one gonna notice it. It's like, god damn, bitch, find friends. What the fuck? You say this about 5 times already. It's like, god damn, no wonder no one wants to hang out with you. It's like being friends with someone who's suicidal. It's like, can you make some new jokes? I mean, I'm tired of you talking about when you're gonna kill yourself. But once she found Legoshi, this emotion she felt with him, I guess she never experienced before. And it was cute to see it because it was like, what the fuck is this? What is my chest? What, love? What the fuck? So yeah, I love Haru. Now the next character, the last one, is Louis. Louis is a arrogant, racist deer that is also rich. So Louis is a up-and-coming Beastars, and if you guys don't know what Beastars is, I don't know either. So the show failed to explain what that is, so I had to do research on it, and I'm not really sure either. So I guess it's like being a top celebrity or a government official that represents the people and equality? Look, I don't know what the fuck Beastars is, alright? Look, I tried, alright? So, Louis is trying to become one, his father is one, and he's trying to pass it down to his son. So, Louis is another interesting character in this, you know, show. I find him more interesting than love him, so he's not like my favorite character, you know, out of the 3. But I still do find him very interesting because his perspective is coming from a rich, racist person. Now, before knowing his backstory, I didn't really like him. There were some redeemable qualities like him visiting the dead students' memorial. I didn't really like him as a person, but still I find him interesting. The way he treated Legoshi, it was like, alright, he's racist and he probably had a bad experience with a predator. You know, how did a racist become a racist? Probably because he had a bad experience with somebody different. So they tell us his backstory, and I was like, oh, okay, wow, okay, alright, now I know why you're like this. So, I thought the reason why he hates predators was because it was some petty shit, like, oh, he bullied me, or, oh, he called me a faggot. No, it was like, yeah, I was sold in the black market and was probably going to get eaten by predators and was reminded every day that I might get eaten. My attitude changed after that, but I feel bad for Louis. You know, he is a true victim in this world. You know, he was in the black market, and when he was bought from another person, he still was forced to be, someone that he wasn't, the guy's son. And you could tell while he's monologuing, like, he doesn't want to be this. Like, he's forced to have this, perfect persona because, he's going to be the next Beastars. Oh, daddy wants me to be the one after him. Like, he doesn't want to do this. He's only here because this was the only way he was going to survive, being in a wealthy family. Well, it wasn't even a choice because, he was bought. I just really like how he has to look perfect in front of the public, but sometimes his imperfection just comes out, Like, even though he's a racist, it sometimes comes out as he's jealous of them because he wants to be as strong as them just so he can't be a victim again. And sometimes he just wants to fuck them. It kind of seems like it, too. Louis is a very interesting character, and I do like him. But out of the three, I like him the least. But, he's third place, all right? It's not like I'm saying, oh, third place? You might as well be in the fucking 99th place or some shit like that. All right, so last character I want to mention, and it's a very important character and my favorite character, and that is the world that the show is taking place. The world is actually my favorite part about the show because it focused more on how imperfect it is, It's like, yeah, we could talk about, predator and prey living in harmony, but who wants to hear that boring stuff? Let's talk about the fucked up shit in this world. And that's what I love about the show. It talks about the imperfect parts of the society that they live in. And yeah, wow, I sound like the Joker now. But yeah, the world is imperfect. And what I love about this show so much is how relatable the struggles are. I think it's safe to say, carnivores in this world are oppressed, You could tell it in Legoshi's character. Legoshi has to be very reserved because he's a carnivore, He can't do a lot of stuff without looking like a straight-up monster. He can't talk to any herbivores that are smaller than him in public without looking like he's gonna kidnap them, or being told that he's weird for liking outside his species, or, being harassed by somebody, who thinks he got you figured out, telling you, oh, you a predator, secretly want to eat and murder somebody. And it's fucked up, It's like, that could turn a man insane. That could turn somebody into the Joker or a school shooter. And this is why I love Legoshi so much, is even with all of that, where it seems like the world is against him, he doesn't let it corrupt him. He doesn't turn evil from that. He just lets it go. He doesn't hold any anger. He just forgets about it and just goes on. And that's why I love the character so much. That's why I find him so relatable. So yeah, I love Legoshi, and he is my favorite character. And he brings me hope to this world where carnivores are seen as monsters. But, other than Legoshi, with some exceptions, he is the only carnivore, with some exceptions, that is likable. Every other one are the ones that Louis hates. Like, they are the stereotype of a bad carnivore. It's like, goddamn, most of the carnivores in this show that have a scene, they're either horrible people or just crazy, For the people that mugged Legoshi, that Lion Gang, and even Bill. But, he's not bad. He's just more like crazy, It's like, maybe you might be the killer, but he wasn't. So yeah, there is a reason why carnivores are somewhat oppressed. And that's because carnivores still have that primal instinct to hunt and eat another herbivore. And that's why, herbivores are afraid of it, and rightfully so. So, what's the solution? I have no idea. This is kind of like a gray area, and it's somewhat difficult. But I kind of do have a little solution, but it's with compromise. So, my idea to fix all of this was maybe turning the black market into a regular market, not give it that scary name like, oh, you're going to the black market, what, you're gonna get drugs, you're gonna get child pornography. It's like, no, I'm getting meat. Now I think that's the best you could do, because we don't want people like Legoshi to feel like, oh, eating meat, oh, you're a horrible person. Oh, you know where you get meat? The black market, the same way you can find probably drugs or child porn. Like, we don't want people to think that. We want to make it socially acceptable to eat meat, and I think that's the best we could do. But it's gonna be hard, because I don't think the public, like herbivores, are gonna like that, because they're not gonna like the image of a store where they're selling body parts that is similar as theirs, and yeah, they might get offended. That type of situation is as similar as in this world. What if maybe like 40% of the world's populations are cannibals? It's like, all right, I guess we're gonna have to accept cannibalism. Either we accept it or we shoot them all, and that's gonna be a lot of bullets, and that's gonna be a lot of dead bodies. So yeah, it's a very hard decision. It's like either we, invest all of our money to killing every cannibal, or we just accept them and provide their needs. It's kind of hard of thinking of ideas when you're a species that has never been conquered or challenged before by any other species before. Humans are the apex predator. And I'm watching a show where characters are half animal, half human-like, and being scared, they might get eaten by another character. It's like, oh, wow, this is a fucked up world. I don't want to live in this world. I'd fucking kill myself. Another thing I like about this world is everything was thought of, like infrastructure, laws, all that shit. Like, if you were a bird and you want to fly, you're gonna have to get a license for that. Or if I want to buy meat and, don't want to fucking kill people, there's a black market for that. Or if I want to sell eggs that I can make out of my body, yeah, you can sell that. So let's talk about Zootopia. Zootopia is pretty similar to Beastars, but except Beastars talks about topics that Disney wouldn't talk about, and it's understandable because they're not trying to scare the kids. Now, that's a very simple way to describe the show, because Beastars is more than just, that. But, the two worlds, they're pretty similar on how it works. Well, Zootopia is a world that looked like it existed for thousands of years, and it's finally perfected on, prey and predator coexisting, while Beastars looks like it's a civilization that has recently been made. It's been around for hundreds of years instead of, Zootopia thousands of years. And it's still in the early stages of, trying to have animals coexisting, but, citizens are still eating each other. And Zootopia is their dream society. That's what they want their society to look like, while Beastars might have been the early stages of Zootopia. We never saw what Zootopia looked like in the beginning of, the society, but Beastars seems like a possibility on what it might look like. Now, I love Zootopia. I thought it was a great film. I watched it. My favorite part about it was the world building. The world building in this movie was so great. I wanted to know more, but specifically more on, like, the taboo, mature, just controversial side. Like, things I knew Disney wasn't going to cover because they were too adult. They're not trying to scare kids, all right? Or get them horny. But Beastars did answer my questions, and they were as satisfying as getting answers from Zootopia. All right, so let's talk about one thing I didn't like about this show, and that was the scene where Legoshi just starts fighting a lion gang. I was very confused. I was like, wait, what the fuck is this? When did this become a shonen? And I didn't know this was a shonen show. I thought it was like a slice of life, and it was a pretty good one if it was going to be like that. But no, it just became a shonen out of nowhere. It was like, look, there was fights before, but there was just 1v1s. Like, if it was like a student on student, not a student versus an entire gang. I'm like, what the fuck? So, yeah, that's what I didn't like about the show. But still, even with that, it's still a good show. So yeah, I guess I'm done. Fuck, man. Oh my god, I'm done with this video. Holy shit. It took me 2 months to make this video. Like, it didn't need to take this much. I wasn't doing nothing special. Like, this video, like, in the beginning, it was supposed to be a review video, but then I scrapped it all up because it was taking forever, and I don't know why my brain was like, oh my god, a review video. It felt like work. I don't know why, but, I just decided to just make this video like, I want to talk about it, the show. So fuck, I'm done. Holy shit, it took me 2 months. So yeah, I'm done. I don't know how to end this. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me Twitch, and Twitter. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see you later. Bye.